Okay, I've got record hit. I'm going to do a recap here real quick. Okay. Oh, take 2. Going to do a marbling that I first seen with Mark Montano. Of course, you can do this effect on paper. You can do it on anything. First time I seen it, of course, was with pumpkins. And you can check out his channel. It was a project he did last year. And I'm going to do it with a pumpkin just because I got a ton of these. And then all I did was put this one on a skewer and painted it with white acrylic paint all over. And this made it nice and handy to do and turn. And then I just stood it up in a pencil jug and let it dry. Alrighty. So, I'll put this back over here. And yeah, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. Just $1. Last year I got lucky and got one. And this year my son had ran out and I said, get me a bunch of them. So I got lucky and got several. Alright, so all you need to do is get yourself a pan of water. Naturally, you want to get some kind of an old pan. Now, he painted his with that chalky finish paint by Americana. I have seen people just use the acrylic paint. And he also did goblets because he was doing a Halloween vignette anyways. And I thought it was really cool. So he painted the goblets with one of the acrylic paints that he works with. And also did this effect. Another cool thing you can do, and he used a metallic paint, which is what I'm going to do tonight because I had some left over, and I cross y'all's fingers, I've got some left because I painted jars for the Halloween dance this weekend. And, or bottles. I've also seen this technique. Google it, go to Pinterest, whatever, YouTube. They even do it with nail polish. So, I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, just about everybody's got nail polish on hand. And, so, let me get this out of the way here. Put this down here. And you can color your pumpkin any color you want, of course. He did his in black. And, let me grab something here real quick, because I don't want to get this spray everywhere. You all talk to you amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay, I knew there was something else I needed and I forgot to get it. Sorry about that, everybody. Oh. Okay. I'm going to pull this out. And again, this is just a pan of water. Use any old pan that you don't want anymore. And I'm going to lay this down. So I'm going to block the camera here for a minute because I want to put this over my screen. Okay. I meant to already have this part done. But I goofed. And this thing is leaking. Okay, now let me peek back here and make sure that you all, yeah. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my paint. Y'all can see everything, right? Just tell me yes or no because I got everything covered. Okay. Anyhow, you take your whatever paint. Let me shake this up a little bit, because I know that's loud. Alright, you're just going to spray it into your water. Now, you can't hardly see that because it's silver paint. Okay. Ugh. I'll make sure I got plenty in there. Okay. Definitely want to do this outside. So, just waving around some of that smell. Now I'm going to lower this. Okay. Now let's hope this works, because this is definitely trial and error for me. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your pumpkin. Okay. And you're just going to kind of set it in there and roll. Let me take it off the skewer. Okay. And it just picks up everything really cool like. Probably. Yeah, I definitely suggest you do it in a pretty well ventilated area. Alright, I'm going to put this back on the skewer. And I'm just going to hit it with a little bit more paint. I might have put too much in. And just let me cover this again. Like I said, this is definitely trial and error for me. Now we'll lower this again. Alrighty. You just want to kind of roll it right across it. You don't want to get it down in the water too much. Might do better with the gold than the silver. Like I said, this is definitely trial and error for me tonight. Oh, you hate fall? Oh, I love fall. Love it. Alright. Well, it's not doing really what I want it to do. Doggone it. He made it look so easy. But I'll just keep messing with it here while you all talk. Okay, now I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. Get it to dry out just a little bit. So it's going to be a little loud. Well, this is really cool looking. It's just, I'm afraid it's not going to pick up on the camera. I love the fall. I like all the colors. It's really pretty here right now. Alright, I think that's got it. That took a little longer than I wanted it to. Now, you all really can't see it, but it's kind of crinkled up right here. It's probably the paint. And unfortunately, the camera's not picking it up very well, but it's a really cool looking effect. And with the silver paint, it's just really awesome. So, you all just give me one little second here and we'll get this moved and then we'll start decorating this. And, but yeah, I recommend, first I recommend using a deeper pan, and that way you can submerge your item a whole lot farther. And two, I would try something maybe different than the acrylic paint. But I've seen it done with the acrylic paint too. But it could also be the styrofoam pumpkin that's causing that. Okay, I'm going to mute this so y'all don't hear me. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I got it moved. Now then. You thought you were going deaf? Now, I put it on mute so y'all didn't, in case I spilled it, you wouldn't have to hear me say bad words. So anyhow, now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our pumpkin and we're just going to make it pretty. So, but yeah, using the skewer really helped. And I'm going to put something on the bottom anyway, so that's not even going to matter. So anyhow, here's our pumpkin, and I'm not going to worry too much about the sides because that's going to be covered anyhow. But I just thought that, like I said, you just can't see the way it looks. So there'll definitely be pictures because it's just really cool looking. I think maybe if I had a darker color, it would bring it out more for you to see. So anyway, first thing I want to do is this beautiful piece is in the shop, this beautiful applique. It is absolutely gorgeous. And Deb will share the link. By the way, if anyone did not know, the shop is back open. Thank God, because I was missing looking at all the pretties. Also, don't forget we do have a new challenge up. It's our Halloween challenge hosted by DT Linda. So, you all check that out. And let me find it. Yes, there it is. Now, this is a lace that is also in Deb's shop. Now, I have cut this apart and used several pieces off of it. So, there's like a whole nother section to this, which is missing. I love this because you can cut it in so many different parts and sections and use what you want of it and everything else. So, this is a beautiful Venice lace. And I just love how versatile it is. So, here we go. I got a lot going on in the background, so if you all hear people talking, I do apologize. We are in the midst of the weekend at the American Legion doing our annual Halloween dance. And my family kind of, does the decorating and the cooking for it. So, and a lot of the other members, God love them, they help, with the cleanup and everything. So, it's a little busy around here this week. Well, this one doesn't want to cut. And of course my mother, she's coughing in the background, bless her heart. She'd have been over this a week ago if she'd have went on to the doctor. Stubborn little lady. Stubborn little lady. And might do something like that. Of course, I like that too. May just do that one. Let's see here. I really do like that. Yep, I think we're going to go with that one. And then this beautiful mesh bling is also in Deb's shop. And we're going to cut a few strips of it. And let's see how long we need those. We're just going to run those right down like that. Pretty, pretty. I'm not going to do one in every little groove. I'll do about 6 of them like that. This mesh bling cuts really easy. So has anyone had to deal with frost in their area yet? It's probably in the 60s here through the day. We had a little bit the other night. Almost forgot to cover my mums. I would have been so upset. Mary, you're in Indiana. Have you heard of Huber's Orchard, haven't you? Just about done, y'all. You're a mess, Pam. Okay, here we go. Gonna run these down the side. This glue gun, I swear. No, I don't think it's the glue gun this time. I think it's the glue sticks. Just gonna run that down. Burn myself while I'm at it. Ouch. My pumpkin is still just slightly damp. Well, guess what, Alicia? They do when they don't get watered. I thought my one was getting the rainwater. Nope. That sucker looks almost dried up. Fortunately, I think I caught it. Oh, that's a short one. Don't want that. I want to measure these out here. Make sure I'm okay. Yeah, I think I am. Okay, great. Cool. I have some sitting out on my hay bales. Yep. My husband it had fell off. We had a nice, good, rainy few days. And the wind had kicked up really bad. And I guess it blew it off the hay bale. And my husband said, you gotta water these things. I'm like, duh. But I think we saved it. I love flowers. But not good with live ones. Oh, poo. That's where it's still a little damp. I need to be a little careful there. Sorry, y'all. I'm out of focus for a minute. And there's what we have going on so far. Glue strings everywhere. I've got about 4 different adhesives all over my fingers. From this and working on the Halloween centerpieces. Oh, and don't forget, Deb's kits are on sale till the end of October. This stuff is so easy to work with. I love it. This is just so cool looking right here. I wish y'all could see it better. And there's the bling so far on our pumpkin. And that silver really brings out the silver. I should have probably done it in black. That might have helped. Oh well, live and learn. Right. Okay, I'm going to find me a spot. I'm going to do this spot right here because I had a little bit of a boo-boo. That way this will kind of cover it. And I'm just going to glue this down all over. And then that's what it's going to look like right there. This is a beautiful applique. It's very pretty. And then I'm just going to work it down. So has everybody got something fun they're going to be doing for Halloween? Oh, and don't forget, if you pass out candy, be sure to remember the kiddos with the food allergies. And paint yourself a teal pumpkin to let them know that they can get goodies at your place that are not candy. That way, those with allergies won't be bothered. Give them little toys or stickers. Being a person with food allergies, I just wanted to mention that. Just paint you a teal pumpkin and set it out just to let them know. Oh, well, thank you, darling. I seen that it came down my Facebook. So I checked, I was reading about it. And I was like, well, how cool is that? So, I'm going to get me one after Saturday so I can get this out of the way and get me one painted and set it out for the kiddos that have food allergies. Oh, that's a neat little idea, Alicia. And not only that, you know, there's kids with diabetes. So, you know, that's good too. Oh my gosh, that applique is absolutely stunning. Love it. Yeah, they used to have 3 in a pack, Alicia. Do they still? Whoops. Well, hello, Miss Jessie Bessie. Hello, Amy. I didn't even see you. I just love that applique. Very pretty. Now, I'm hoping I have enough burlap here because I want to... I gotta think about this. Hang on, y'all. There might be enough here to mess with. This is just a piece of scrap. Yeah. I'm gonna make myself a little cone witch hat. After I glue my fingers together here. Yes, I did the marbleizing, but I did it with a silver metallic, and it's just not showing up very well on the camera. So that I do apologize. But of course, it's also a cool technique. You can use nail polish even. And Mark Montano is who I first seen do it. This was something he did last year about this time. And he did his on a pumpkin, and I thought, well, I'm going to do it too because I just thought it was the coolest. Way. That way I can have that. What else I'm going to do? And that's just a piece of old scrap burlap that I'm using for the stem. And then all that will be covered. All right. Sorry, I was picking some glue off there. Okay. Next, I'm going to use this beautiful piece as the center for my flower. And I know that you all have seen me do fabric flowers before. Yes, I love them. I'm addicted to them. I can't help it. So this beautiful piece is in Deb's shop. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite pieces of bling or embellishment. And it comes, I believe, in 2 different colors. This one being my favorite. And it's on a piece of felt. And this is stitched on. So it's just a really cool piece. I think everyone should have this in their crafting embellishments. It's very beautiful. And what I have done is, do you all remember the vintage roses and lace little purse kit that I did a few weeks ago that's in Deb's shop? Well, I have used, here we go, the trim, the lace trim that comes with the kit. I had a nice little piece left over to work out for my part of my fabric flower, lace flower, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's yours. Call it what you want if you make it. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay. I've already made this piece. Thanks, Pam. Deb will share the link to this because it's also in the shop. Feel better, sweetheart. And this is the piece that we're going to use. And this is going to fit right in the center of that, like so. But before we do all that, I'm going to use, I'm debating. This one is also in Deb's shop. This one is also another favorite of mine. So I'm debating between this one and this one. And I think I'm going to go with this one, but I'm going to incorporate that as well. So I think I have some a threaded needle here. I think so. I'm just going to use it. It's already together. Yes, the Dainty Floral Shield Lace. It has also become another favorite of mine. And these fun flowers are all over YouTube. I love them. Love them, love them. I'm going to come in on this just a little bit. My thread might not be long enough. Okay. You just do like a running stitch. In and out, in and out. I'm not fast at this either. And you think I would be by now, but I'm not. And I need new glasses so I can't see worth a dickens. Unless I'm right up on it. Yes, it does. Makes it a whole lot easier. Whoops. I know I asked this. Anybody got plans for Halloween? I didn't even look to see what anybody said. I miss my kids being little because I love doing all that stuff. Dressing them up because we always liked making the costumes. I think they're more fun. Yes, this lace is on clearance. And it's a cotton, so if you don't want it this color, it will dye really nicely. Of course, your synthetics dye too. It's just, you know, they don't dye as dark. Alrighty, let me find the end of this. First, I'm going to snip this. Always save your little pieces. You never know. And you just join them. I like doing these because you don't have to be a sewer to do them. Because I'm definitely not a sewer. Whoops. See? Now I'm just going to knot this up. Be right back. Broke it. Aw, that's so sweet. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It just bands out so nicely. Isn't it pretty the way it lays? Well, my pumpkin done had too much cider. It flipped over. Okay, that's a little bit bigger than I wanted. Shoot. Okay, no worries. We're just going to do a little finagling here. So everything's always fixable in some way. I'm just going to hit that with some glue and bring that together like that. Now, it would have been better to have trimmed my lace, but for the sake of the class, I didn't. And I figure if there's a will, there's a way you can fix it somehow. So, it's just going to make it a little more ruffled, which is fine with me. I've got no problem with that. Just work with it, mess with it. little bit better. I like that a little bit more. It's still a little hot. All right. Everything's always fixable. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this piece in there. Now, that was as tight as that got. I guess it's the type of lace that it is. Because I pull and pull and pull and pull and pull. Plus, I might have used a piece a little too long, too. But I had all that. I couldn't see not just going on and finishing the flower out. Now, I've just got that laid in there. Now, I'm going to add this beautiful piece. Let me hold that together for just a minute. Hit that with a little glue, or with my finger. And there's our pretty fluffy flower. And if you don't like them as fluffy, you can just use less lace. But I think the fluffier they are, the prettier they are. You know, it's just what you like. Hit this with some glue right here. Fluffy, fluffy. Alicia, are you awake? Maybe she took the doggies out. And there's our flower. Pretty, pretty. Yes, she has. Bless her heart. Now, we can either, I don't know, I might put that over here. I don't know, I'm thinking that's still too big. Well, I'll play with that in a minute. Okay, in the meantime, these pretty little paper flowers my daughter made me, bless her heart, just out of scraps. So I'm going to incorporate these. And thank you, dear. But first, oh, wait a minute. I got more goodies I want to add. We have these beautiful ostrich feather trim that Deb carries. And we have some beautiful seam binding. She also has the seam binding in the black. If you were with us the night that I did the altered hanger, I used a slip. Well, this is what I have left of it. And I'm going to incorporate that in. And we might use some of that. Now, this I had used on something, and I decided I didn't like it. This Deb carries in her shop. And I had used some goose feather that Deb also carries in her shop. But I decided I didn't like what I had it on, so I just took it back off and saved it. And I thought I'm going to use it on this. So I'm going to incorporate these along with this trim. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten this up some. Instead of using the whole thing. So I'm just going to cut them at an angle and hold on to them really good. I'm going to hit all that with some glue. And then I'm going to lay that down right there. Whoops. We had one to get away. There we go. Whoop. Now, I'm not even going to worry about these little pieces of feather because it's not even going to matter. And then I'm going to throw that right in there on it. So that way, my hot glue pulled that piece out. And it still got used on a project. So don't throw away anything. Use it. Now these ostrich feather trim also comes in a champagne. Which I love. I love them both. So, but this is the champagne. Very pretty. Okay. Now I think that's glued down. But I think I may use that for that. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take the seam binding. And I'm going to take this leftover black satin ribbon. I need to seal my ends, but I don't have a lighter back here, so I'll have to do that later. And then I'm just going to show y'all how I like to do my bows. Before I do that, though, let me get a piece of wire. Oh, dear. I like to save my wire off of my mulberry flowers. It's perfect for this. But right now I'm just going to use this because it's laying here. Alright. I don't take a lot of time with my bows. I love to make bows though. And then I just make a loop. And then this is not a double-sided satin. So I have to do a little bit of a twist. Like so. So then that way when it makes this side of a bow, it, you know, the shiny side's up. And this is how I also do my bows for my wrist corsages and things like that. And I do about 6 or 7 loops. Like so. gonna just twist my wire nice and tight. Of course, this wire's really too big, but like I said, it was laying here and handy. Snip it. And I'm just going to separate all that. And now we'll add this on. I'm going to add that right over here. Here's what we have going on so far. Now I'm going to take this apart because I'm not, and I'll just save this piece and use it at another time. I have a lot more errors than I do trials. Or probably a lot more trials than I do errors. Now I'll just save that piece and use for another time. Now I'm going to mess with this one here real quick. I'll try to be fast. And I bet you I did not put my needle back. I'm good at that. And again, like I said, Deb has the seam binding also in black. I just went on and used that because, well, it was just laying around. Now I'm going to use this piece. And this also has the nice little hose right along the edge, so it makes for doing this rather quick, thank goodness. My aunt had a very bad car accident today. She's okay. And my uncle, her husband, he just passed away about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a lot better. I have a tendency of when I make these, that last layer, I tend to get it a little too big. Which on some things I like, but some things not so much. And this being one. Okay. That might be enough. Might be. Sorry, I was reading the thing. Just a couple more. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Did not mean to have to pause to redo that. I'll be out of shot just for a minute. Okay. Is everything okay? Yeah, I don't mean to be taking so long here. Okay, that looks a lot better. Much, much better. Oh, goodness. There we go. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that's tons better. Okay. Now we'll just work that in right there. Like so. And next, we'll add in just a few of these paper flowers. Trim these little sides down a little bit here. on her flowers. She does a really good job with them. I know I drive her crazy. I've got 2 mason jars full of them that she has made me. She does a terrific job with them. I can't. I don't think I have enough patience is my problem. So, yeah, I probably just don't have enough patience. Yeah, I'm going to tack this down over here. Well, I'll sure have to have her make you all some. These paper flowers, excuse my fingers. My daughter made these for me. I just had a bunch of scrap paper and she just made a bunch of them for me. She does a really good job with them. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is, and then I think we'll be about done here because I kept everybody long enough. Do you all remember this collar that's in Deb's shop? Of course, now I've cut mine apart a lot because there's so much on this collar that you can use for so many different things. But anyhow, I have used some of these beads, and what I'm going to do is, yeah, that's if I like it on here. I may not. If it doesn't look good, I'm not going to. I have a little box full of some of the beads. Whoops. There we go. And then I'm going to show you this cool little tool that probably is my favorite little tool out of everything I have. This fun little tool right here is great for picking up your beads and your gemstones. And Deb's going to shoot me, but she is hoping to have it in the shop. Not sure yet. Hoping. Ta-da! And she's probably going to shoot me for letting that out of the bag. But I want you all to know where you can get it. So, it's an awesome tool. Everyone needs to have it. And see? And then I can apply whatever glue I want. And then just place it where I want. Bam. Yes, it's an awesome tool. I love this little sucker. Every crafter needs it. And it works with your flat backs. It works with your gems. And bam. Isn't that cool? And there we have it. Our fun little marbleized pumpkin altered with beautiful products from Deb's shop. Now on the bottom here, I will cut a piece of burlap and put down to cover the bottom. And there you go. So, but yeah, this little technique that I did with the marbling, I'm hoping you can see it better with the pictures because I can tell right now you all probably can't see it very good at all on here. But it's really neat the way that it did. Now, had I done it maybe with a black pumpkin and another color, I think it probably would have popped a lot more on the camera. But if you do get a chance, check out Mark Montano's. He did it last October. His effect that he did. Because like I said, that's where I seen it first. And you can also do it with nail polish. And who doesn't have nail polish, you know? So, but there we go. So I won't see you all back now till next month. Don't forget to check out the, I think my camera is tilted this way too much. Be sure to check out the Gone Artsy challenge page on Facebook. The new challenge is up. It is a Halloween challenge hosted by DT Linda. And right now all the kits are on sale in the shop till the end of the month. So be sure to check out the kits, especially if there was one that you were really, really wanting. Well, thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad you like it. Oh, yes, pink would be beautiful. So, but I'll get pictures of these so you all can see the effect. It's a really awesome little effect. And you may even want to seal it. I didn't even think about that. So, yeah. I probably should have had one already done as far as the marbling went. But it is a madhouse around here, and it will be till the first of the year with everything that we're doing at the American Legion. So, but thank you all so much for coming out. And Deb, you're up next week. Am I right? I think I'm right. Yes. Okay, Deb's up next week. And, of course, the class schedule, again, is on the Gone Artsy fan page. And I think that was everything I needed to tell you all. In the meantime, to all those who enjoy Halloween, have a ooky, spooky, safe Halloween. Don't eat too much candy. Don't party too much, because I know a lot of people like to go to the parties, too. And take care. Thanks, everyone, for coming out. I appreciate it. Till next time. Bye-bye, everyone.